Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a channeled message and I'm not sure what I'm going to title it. Something about maybe anxiety blocking you and how to clear it. But this is a specific situation, so I'll explain it a little, and if you resonate with it, this message could help you. So something was revealed to me, and it wasn't like a huge revelation. It's something we know, we've heard before, but it was more the way it was shown to me, or like the certain perspective. So I'll get into it. You will relate to this message if you believe in your journey, believe in what you're doing, you're confident of your path, but there are just so many obstacles or so many unknowns. And specifically, this message is for you if there's one, or it could be more than one, like 1, 2, 3 main really huge things in your life that if they were different or if they were changed, you feel like your entire life would change. So whether that's a relationship or your financial situation or where you live, anything like that. It's like this message is for you this message is for the people who know they've been doing the work, they've been putting in the work, and you're seeing results. But the results, you're getting a lot of what you want, but it's things that don't feel as important. And so the message that we all know or that we've all heard is along the lines of you don't wait to feel safe or happy or whatever it is you're wanting to feel. You don't wait until you have that thing. You find the feeling first and sit in that feeling until you attract that thing. So it's almost backwards. But the way it was shown to me specifically is this is your opportunity. So whatever that thing is that you feel like you've been dealing with for so long, went through so many cycles of, and maybe there's some progress, but it just doesn't feel like enough. It doesn't feel like you don't feel very confident in your ability to break out of this situation or break free from whatever this is. Although there is a little progress, like I said, it just doesn't feel enough. So what was shown to me is the little things happening for you right now. Like if you notice, it will be like you think of something like, oh, I should get that. And it's kind of casual. It's not like, oh, I really have to have this, I need this. It's just like, oh, let me start looking for that. And then within a day, like within 24 hours, I'm hearing, it's like you have that or you're given that. Like for example, my son needed a new backpack. His was like breaking. It was on its last leg, and I was trying to find a good deal because I had just bought this backpack at the beginning, like not even a year ago, but it was a cheap one, so I don't blame it for breaking. But anyway, I thought, okay, I want to look for a new backpack for him. This one's breaking. And like the next day there was a notification of a Nike backpack, like in the color that is his favorite color, and it was originally 30 something dollars. It was on sale for $8, and I'm like, that's perfect. But it wasn't like the most important thing on my mind, or the most like, if this was fixed, everything else would be okay. But that is as just an example of how quickly I was just having the thought, oh, I should look for backpacks, look for a good deal, like a good quality one, not one that's gonna break. And then I found that so quickly. I didn't even find it. It was like a notification from this app I have that finds good deals, and it just popped up. And like, he loves Nike brand. It was like a hot pink. He loves that color. So what I'm saying is these things are happening for you very often, like these little things that it's like you're getting it, like you want it and then you get it. You think, or another example, I just run out of body lotion and I was like thinking of where to get a new one because I need to be like really good at moisturizing, and there's a few brands I like, and I was thinking, okay, like this place is having a sale, maybe I could look here. And literally the next day after I ran out, my aunt gave me a big makeup bag full of like lotions and like good quality. And I was like, so my point is, it's like you don't even have to try and seek it out. You just have the idea, hey, I need this, or I would like this, and then it just comes to you without you having to search or do a lot of work. And it's like it comes to you in the easiest way, the simplest way, the path of least resistance. And this is happening a lot for you, for whoever this message is for, these little things. But the problem is, and I also am hearing like you could have got something for Christmas or a few things for Christmas that you've really been wanting, and you got like all of them or you got a lot of them. So the point is, whatever big thing that you're hung up on, it's preventing you from enjoying these things or from seeing them as, I am getting what I want. Because you're thinking like, but not on a big scale. Like maybe you need a new car and you're like, well, it's great that I found a new pair of jeans I wanted, but I really need a new car. Like that's more important. I can wait on the jeans. But there's something about you needing to let go of like, this is more important and I need this now. This one can wait. Just focus on the fact that you're getting what you want, and so quickly and effortlessly too. It's not just about getting what you want, because maybe you do get what you want, but you have to put in a lot of work and a lot of time and effort, and then finally you get it, but it's through a lot of pain. Now notice how easily and effortlessly these things are coming to you. And it's not even like you're like, oh, I really need this. You just have the thought, this would be nice to have, or maybe I should look for these. And it's like it just comes to you. It's like there's a little assistant that hears you thinking that. It's like, oh, I'm on it already, I'm finding it for you. But the bigger things in your life that you feel like are more important, or you really need them taken care of, there's more of a rush, there's more of, they affect your life more deeply. That's where like the hang up is coming from, because you're not able to focus. Spirit wants you to have the chance to feel gratitude, and it's not like they need to hear you say thank you. It's about you feeling happy. Just like if you gave someone a gift, you would hope that they would enjoy it and it would bring them happiness, even if it's just for that moment. You would want them to enjoy it, obviously. So it's not about like you better say thank you. It's more like wanting you to feel that, because you're given these opportunities, but because you're still like so worried about these bigger things, which you'll know what they are because they feel out of your control, and you've tried every which way to that you possibly could to control it, but it's beyond your control. So, and also you'll know because if you hear like it's out of your hands, that's actually going to bring you peace, because you're like, good, I don't want it in my hands. Like I can't do anything about this, I can't control it. So if hearing it's out of your hands actually feels good, you'll know it's that topic, it's that big thing for you. So the reason, or part of the reason you're still having to deal with this big thing, whatever it is, or this big issue, is because you're meant not to focus on it. And I know it's hard because it's a huge part of your life, or it affects you in a very huge way. But it's not so much about not focusing on that as it is about focusing on something else. And it's like you're given these chances, these opportunities, even if they're small, even if they're tiny. Focus there because they will grow. And you're meant to get used to the feeling of things working out for you. You're meant to get used to things working out, things going your way, like without you having to set it all up or plan it. It just happens. You just can exist in life, move forward, and have these things happen for you. That's the phase that you're stepping into. So you're being prepared for that, but you're being asked to avert your attention away from those things that, although they feel huge in your life, you really can't do much at all about them. You just have to trust and wait on those topics and have spirit handle them for you. And these other things that are happening for you that are positive, focus on them because they're giving you the chance to feel that gratitude, which is your way out of this big situation. Like you're trying to go towards this situation, handle it, but that's not the way out. That's actually the way further into it. The way out is through gratitude. And if you can't have gratitude about this situation because it's just not working out for you, you're being given other places that are easy to have gratitude about, that are happy, that are positive. Your life is changing in a positive way, but you're not focused on that because you're focused on what still hasn't changed. But if you think back to when nothing was changing, even these small things you wanted felt like such a chore to attain, like the smallest thing had to be such a big deal. It's not like that anymore. So be okay with things getting better, starting from the little things, knowing that they will lead up to the big things. But you're being asked to just be in a state of gratitude, and you're being given the option or the opportunity to have gratitude by all these little presents and these little gifts that you're being given and all these little things that you've wanted. Maybe you don't even realize that you're like, oh, okay, thanks, but this thing I still need to fix. It's like, you can't fix that right now. So focus on what you are receiving. Focus on what is going well, because there is a lot, especially compared to even just 6 months ago. So that is really the message. But before we go, I'll just pour, I don't know what I'm talking about. I will pull some cards and see anything else that wants to come with this message. This is confirmation that you have moved out. Even though it feels like you're still in it, you have overcome this situation in spirit, you've overcome it. And now the physical is catching up. So you feel that shift, and you feel yourself not wanting to care. Even though it's a big issue, you feel yourself not wanting to give it your attention, but you think, but I have to, I can't ignore this, it's so big. But that is exactly what you need to do, is ignore it. Follow that impulse to make it smaller than it feels, and understand that you've already come out of that space. So, okay, this came up upside down. If you're being hard on yourself right now, if you're judging your process, if you're judging where you are, or thinking, oh, this situation, it hasn't worked out because I'm doing something wrong, because I don't, don't blame yourself. That's not going to help you, because it's like you're thinking, well, maybe if I am the problem, but like that's not the right way to think, because you're not the problem. You're not doing anything wrong, and you don't deserve to be judged for the things that are not working out yet, because they will. And right now, the way your life looks is not how it is going to look 6 months from now, a year from now. So don't attach to this. And I mean, at any point in your life, don't attach your circumstances to who you are, because it doesn't have anything to do with that. All right, let's see. But now is not the time to be hard on yourself. Now is the time, and I just noticed this. I was drawn to this word, relaxing. Now is the time to relax, to rest, not to work yourself up. It doesn't matter what's going on, because you have two choices. You can focus on those big things that feel like there's nothing you can do, and that make you feel powerless, or you can focus on what is working out, even if it's small, but it assures you that things are going in your favor. You do get what you want. It's all about your focus right now, and that is completely up to you and your choice. So you don't see yet the way like all these situations are going to work out. The plan is already set. The plan's already in motion. You don't know about the plan. You're not supposed to know about the plan. It's going to be handed to you. Okay, here's another thing. The same way these little things are working out for you in a way that it feels like it's just handed to you, like on a platter, that's how these big things are going to work out too. But you don't believe that fully enough yet. That's why you're being asked to focus on what's happening when little things are working out for you, so your brain can start to believe that things do work out for you. And it doesn't matter how they look in the moment, it will always turn in your favor. So these big situations, this is confirmation, they will be resolved in a way that you don't have to do it. It's not going to be any more work on your part. You've done the work. This is the next part of the work of ignoring it. And it might be the hardest part you ever do. But trust that all these big situations, or this one big situation that feels so like permanent in your life, or like it'll just never change, or you'll never get out of it, or you have no power over it, they are going to work themselves out. They're going to resolve themselves. Another thing that came through is if you feel like Spirit's made a mess of your life, that could be true. But sometimes, like when someone makes a mess, it's because they're organizing. Like that's how my mom does it. When she cleans something, first it gets way messier, everything's out, it looks insane. But then when she's done, everything looks perfect. So you got to trust the process. You got to trust that if Spirit made a mess of your life, they will be the ones to clean it up. They're not going to come in, create chaos for you, and just leave and say, okay, you get to clean it up. That's not how this works. They're going to take care. Every problem that they made, they will fix for you. Every situation they put you in, they will get you out of. You have to trust that it's not on you. And that there's so much that you can't see, but that doesn't mean it's not there. And it's like the more you can let go, the more they can assist. But if you're trying to be like, no, I'm fixing it, I'm doing it. Like, first of all, you won't be able to. And second of all, you're not allowing Spirit to, they're not going to like rip the reins out of your hands and be like, no, I'm taking over. Like, if you're insisting on doing it yourself, you have that free will, but it's not going to lead you anywhere. So you're being given the choice to let go of this, and you've been practicing surrendering and letting go. This is like the big one that you've been preparing for. So you're completely capable of this. That's something else you need to know, how capable you are of doing this. Let's see. Justice is here, and justice has been here, but it's been working in ways behind the scenes, kind of like in a court of law, like before the trial, the lawyers, they're collecting evidence, they're doing research, like there's a lot of work behind the scenes that happens before the actual show. So that's what was happening. So every time you're like, justice is here, justice is coming, your life will be balanced out, and you're like, when, where? I've been hearing this, but where is it? That's because it had to work first behind the scenes, but it is going to bring you your justice through these situations while they work out so perfectly for you that no one could predict how. Not even the most creative mind on earth could predict how it could all work out. And it's not supposed to be predicted. It's all on purpose. You could be seeing feathers a lot, or maybe you have been seeing feathers a lot, and you just took it as a sign of like a higher divine power working through your life, and that's correct. So again, it's just saying, like, take your hands off the wheel. Like, this is not yours to deal with. That's why you're being given things to focus on instead. You're being given little distractions. You're meant to indulge in them. You're meant to really be so present, because if you can't be present now, you're not going to enjoy the life that you're meant for. As great as it is, you're going to have everything you want, but you're going to still feel anxiety and stress. And what if it goes wrong? What if I lose it? You are meant to enjoy every part of your success. This is the preparation for that. This is getting you in the right headspace to be able to do that. So I feel like that's pretty much all of the message. Everything came through that needed to come through. I really hope this helped you, and thank you for watching. I will see you next time.